Please rise for the entrance of the Korean vets and the dignitaries. So, today, 66 years after the signing of the armistice, which was on the 27th of July 1953, we remember those who fought in the Korean War and those that were part of the United Nations after the armistice. The Korean War was from 50 to 53, and it's often called Canada's Forgotten War. True statement. When you talk to a lot of people, they have very little recognition of the Korean War. Second World War, of course, it stands out, but yet the Forgotten War. 26,000 Canadians served air, land, and sea during the Korean War. And in the end, 516 Canadians were killed in action in Korea. There was one Canadian unit that won the Presidential Citation. That was the 2nd Battalion, Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry for the Battle of Kapyong. After they were awarded that, it took the Canadian government 5 years to give that unit permission to wear that citation. Today, 2 PPCLI, 2nd Patricia Battalion, is allowed to wear that Presidential Citation while you're serving in that battalion. The only people allowed to wear that citation are the people that earned it, of which we have one veteran here today from 2 PPC, Mr. Bill Richards. So he was in the Battle of Kapyong and earned the Presidential Citation. There's 3 veterans here in the Legion of Wedgeport that are veterans of the Korean War, which is Bob Guerin, Leslie Hughes, and Nelson Deveau. And all 3 have the Korean Ambassador of Peace Medal. And that medal was given by the Korean government, I think 3 or 4 years ago. Right, Bob? 3 or 4 years ago. Okay. Nelson Deveau was born in Wayne, in Deveau County, of course, served in the Korean War as a driver in the Canadian Army Service Corps. Bob Guerin, from Briar Island, Deveau County, served in the Royal Canadian Artillery. Leslie Hughes, born in Rocco Point, Yarra County, served in the Royal Canadian Artillery. There are other veterans here today that have joined us from the Korean conflict, and see that most people here do not know these veterans. Everybody that's here knows the ones from this Legion. I'll just ask them to stand when I mention their names. So the first one is Bill Richards. If you can stand, Bill. And like I said, Bill served. Second is Weldon Francis. Weldon served in the 3rd Regiment Royal Canadian Horse. Kenneth Jeffries, he served in the Royal Canadian Artillery. And Glenn Gable, he served in the Royal Canadian Regiment. People from the Wedgeport area that served in the Korean War, David Patricia, which was a past president of this Legion, and his wife Rosemary is here today. If I can get Rose to stand. Okay. Gerald Cuttrell, past Wedgeport Legion chaplain, and his wife Alice is also here today, or supposed to be. Martin Cuttrell, his wife Roosevelt is deceased, and his daughter Sandra is here today. Sandra. And any other members of this family? Thank you. From the Como's Hill, Little River veterans that were from there. Vern Fitzgerald is in the Villa Sadro. John Harold Fitzgerald, he's deceased. I'm not sure what some of these guys' units were. Ira Frodden, also deceased. I know he was a Van Dude. Is there any relatives of those members here? No? Okay. Other ones from that is Jean-Bernard Jacquard. He's living in the Little River Harbor. Any relatives of his? No? Francis Stanley Jacquard, deceased. Stephen Jacquard, deceased. And Thomas Ralph Jacquard, deceased. Any relatives? No? Okay. So, we do. Oh, Diane, we'll stand up. Just a side note, Diane is from Kumos Hill. She has spent a lot of time researching the veterans from Kumos Hill, Little River Harbor, and she has printed a little booklet on all the veterans from the First, Second World War and Korea. So anyway, that's a little passion of hers, and she's done an outstanding job with that. Thank you, Diane.